Welcome, Alicia Vikander, to The Grill.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
So let's start with a big congratulations for your first Academy Award nomination for The Danish Girl.
Yes, that still sounds so so surreal. Thank you so much.
Let's talk a little bit about Gerda, who's I found I couldn't take my eyes off of her in the film, you know, and you have a wonderful partner in The Danish Girl in Redmayne, who's
Yes.
really, I think, one of the most talented actors.
He's an extraordinary actor and a wonderful,
from our generation, really, from your
incredible
generation.
friend and man.
And we've seen him take on characters that are so all over, like very different, and period musicals, and
Yeah, he really pushes himself and have also that drive, I think, to, which I think a lot of actors do, trying to like dig into something completely different, and to see the work that he put in to create Lily in our film
Yes.
was extraordinary to actually see. For me, who came, a lot of people had been involved for a very, very long time in this film, also because it had been in the making for like 15 years, and I know that Eddie read the script several years ago, so I was kind of the last one, the newbie in, and to see when I already came on my audition, the amount of work that he had put in, and how I was so impressed that already there. Lily
so you had to audition for the role.
Yes.
What was the scene that you did with Eddie?
It was the scene after the first night when they've been both to the ball, Lily and Gerda, and Lily kisses another man that night, and so it's a scene when they wake up the day after. So it was a big scene, and I was thank God. I mean, it's always it's kind of different thing to come in and do those castings. Normally, you don't have very much time. I had met and done. I can't really. I had done one reading or meeting with Tom before I was called in to do a...
Tom Hooper, the director?
Tom Hooper, my director, to do a chemistry read, as it's called, with Eddie. And
Eddie as Lily or Eddie as Vayner?
First of all, it was just Eddie Redmayne in the room when I walked in. But it was incredible to then see how easy access he already had to his character as soon as we started the scene. Already then, and that was almost 7 months before we actually started to shoot.
Did you feel like when you did the scene that you got it? Did you feel that?
During that scene, it got completely silent afterwards, and Tom just sat like this. And you know, as an actor in that situation, yeah, you kind of you read everything, because I really loved this script and this film, and it was of course something that I treasured a lot, so it meant a lot. So you're trying to read the Eddie and Tom, and then he looked up and he had apparently gotten quite emotional. I think it was also because both Eddie and I, you know, it was lovely to work with him, because he went all the way, even though it was his, you know, he had the part, and we did that scene, and we both felt it. And when that happens, I think Tom Hooper was also invited, so he got quite emotional too. And of course, we all had a good feeling, and I was like, that felt good, and I really, really enjoyed it. But then, of course, I walked out, and all I could do was just wish that I would get a call saying that I...
But that's really that kind of magical thing that happens on a set.
That's also coming back to one of the things that's when you have that feeling in a scene, and it can be a very emotional scene, can also be other emotions, but it's interesting how everybody in the room knows that was the take, and that comes to the gaffers and the lighters and the focus puller, and it's just a very wonderful team feeling as well, that it is a shift.
Well, all I can say is I just really look forward to watching your films as you create the characters for them, and your next performances, and a long career, because I really have a feeling you're going to be doing very, very good work for a very long time.
Oh, thank you so much for having me here. Thank you.
Thank you.